ran out of the favors. Told my brother I'ma get this paper. Was left behind, I'll see it later. To keep it real, you don't need to wait up. Lay it out on the line, ain't no looking back. Giving my all with no strings attached. Came from the bottom, rose through the cracks. Spotlight on you, but how you gon' act?
I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it go. I get it go. Now I get it go. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it go. 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 I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Nah, I get it go. Nah, I get it go.
They don't know my name. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade.
They say fall and you let go, but I know I got an antidote to retain some kind of self-control. Look inside my head through a telescope. You were raised so the calls from a telephone. No sense of smile, maybe tell a joke. Holding back your tears, singing minimal syllables. Yeah, look at me, at the asylum. Was a fate or mistake, cause the time ain't up. Yet the parts of my mind don't get much love. If you want it in my head, come and call me up. You look like a twisted Robin Hood. You take from the rich and the poor and us. Wearing diamond shoes where you walk your pugs in a town you could rate where there ain't no love.
Where do I go? When I'm alone? Not on the phone. When I'm on my own. They don't know my name. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade.
Stop taking, but still got a reflux. Eyes drip out from the socket to a teacup. Drink up inside, look when they peep us. Shoes us in the belly of the beach, but outside there's a war going on your front lawn. Black Hawk see the red dawn horizon. Blind yet I'm rising, abiding by laws of attraction. My thoughts still rising, thinking what type of knowledge don't sink in. Life gives you lemons and my only thought is drinking. Thirsty, will I be alive or dead before 30? That's all that concerns me early. Lemonade quenching my inner rage when it takes center stage way before they pour it on my grave. Minute Maid, let it set my soul ablaze. On each and every way, put me in the water for the save.
They don't know my name. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. They don't know my name. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade.
Lemonade, lemonade.
Tie me up in chains. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
Hey, could count on my power, and look at my dogs from. It was way back then, could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. Ay, how did the lady go miss? Ay, her she was magic, she mixed. Met her at one of the functions, we caught her little rhythm, she caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked it.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I? Before I went live,
here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's both to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask, can I?
She-Rag got me.
Hit boy on the beat, so you gotta go berserk.
Okay. Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a foe, one to keep your eyes open, keep you on your toes. You know the ones that want to keep you where you've been before. But I can't go, no I can't go. And whoa, sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. You change name, how about your respect? Give them more than what I get, expecting up the back. In fact, you know, I sat down with my accountant, he said, I got good news and I got bad news. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more. Okay.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with the Green Bay Packers. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
He's taken down at the 30.
Next, the receivers helped spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
Devontae Adams, quite the opener that he had in Minnesota. 14 catches, 156 yards, threw in 2 scores as well. And those 14 catches, by the way, tied Don Hudson for the most in one game in Packers history. Now a first down carry by Jones. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 45-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that's complete to Adams. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 15 yards on the play, first down.
First down.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 right at the 40. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Gives this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Aaron Jones.
And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. On first down, Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And again, it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a first down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. That opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. Able to get this one across the 35 before he's brought down. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
10 at the 48-yard line.
So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Shotgun now for Breeze. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he's got this down to the 35. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. 16 yards, a little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16.
Hey, did you have one of those backyards that you had one of those, like, mats or pits like you have for high jumpers? And, you know, you had your friends throw the ball and you tried to make the spectacular catches?
I didn't need a mat.
You just did it with the ground?
Absolutely. And he'll take it in the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Saints have taken the early lead. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead.
Saints 7. Packers 7.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they will watch this one land in the end zone. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
And it's
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And he gets it to Funchess complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Packers.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Saints 7, Packers nothing.
First down. It's Jones. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers. Pass incomplete.
To the sideline and incomplete. It's 3rd down and 9 yards.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. It's caught here by Adams. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. They'll run on 1st down. It's Jones, and he'll take this one down to the 36. Mario Davis there on the stop.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From the 36, Rodgers escaping the pressure right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by linebacker Mario Davis. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
All right, CD, I want to fit in your preseason predictions here. This is now our 5th year together in the booth. Hard to believe time flies, but it's an annual tradition that you tell us how you think things are going to shape up in each conference. Let's start with your thoughts on the AFC.
All right, let's start in the East. I like the Bills. In the South, I like Indianapolis despite their loss on opening day. In the North, I like Baltimore. And out West, of course, I like Kansas City. For wild cards, I like the Chargers coming out of the West. I think that in the East, New England is going to get the nod. And then out of the North, I'm taking Pittsburgh. Remember, we got that extra team in the playoffs this year. And then when the playoffs break down, I do think it's going to come down to Baltimore and Kansas City in the AFC. And Baltimore, by a nose, goes to the Super Bowl.
And just to be different from you, I like your conference championship matchup. I'll take Mahomes and the Chiefs heading back to the Super Bowl yet again.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Johnson. And the return will stop right around the 25.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, it does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
First down, Green Bay.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. The left side throw complete to Adams. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
To Devontae Adams.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. He completes it to Jones.
Rodgers.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
36-yard run. Rodgers.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. The first red zone opportunity now for the Packers. This is 1st and goal from about the 8. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Touchdown.
8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. So a late touchdown here just before the half, and that obviously changes the dynamic of this game.
Yeah, in a couple of ways, partner, because they've been shut out up until this point. So now at least they go into the locker room, and Uncle Mo may be creeping over to their side to talk to him a little bit. And second, they're right back in the football game, an extra point away from tying things up.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. People say it's not even worth trying. I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. 36.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And got his man complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Give him 32 on the play.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
It's Breeze. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Deontay Harris, incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10.
The final shot before half for Breeze. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. And that's going to hit in the end zone as we restart things here in the second half with a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on. I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Breeze to throw on 2nd down. He'll have a 1st down past the 40 and all the way out to the 46. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 46.
Breeze now on 1st down. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. And finally down at the 36-yard line. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish an inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Breeze looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He's going to find Hill here. Give him 3 yards there on the 1st down pickup.
1st and 10.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
On 1st down, Murray. The result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Staying on the ground on 1st with Kamara. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. Big Kenny Clark that time, pushing upfield to make the tackle for loss. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Now they'll throw with Breeze. This throw caught right around the 6. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 12 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. here. It's Murray. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. Now they'll run. Murray. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And once again, the Saints are back out in front. And nothing special there. They showed they were going to run the football. They ran it. They got it in.
Like old-time football, right? Hey, this is exactly what we're going to do. Straight-ahead power, and they got it done.
Now flags will come in. And I think this is against the Saints up front. Will look to add the extra point. And it's up and good to make this now a 14-8 ball game.
Makes the score Saints 14, Packers 8. Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now it's Rodgers. He rifles one that's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased.
And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. Will bring the Saints offense up to go for 2 here. And now with the play clock winding down, the whistle and possibly a false start. Lutz to try to add the PAT. It through, and he extends the lead to 21-8.
Makes the score Saints 21.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will not be fielded. It's a touchback and comes out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. It's caught by Funchess. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first. From the gun, Rodgers. Down underneath to Jones. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
First down, Green Bay.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. He sets up the screen to Jones. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the Saints' 28-yard line.
Rodgers again now. Flushed out right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. He's got Adams on the hookup. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Instead of a 3rd and 1 run, they go pass, and they get 12 yards out of it. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. On 1st down, Jones. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. This will be caught at about the 5.
Rodgers pass.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. He holds it in. Valdez-Scantling for the Packers touchdown. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Packers have cut it back within a score.
For the extra point.
On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route. Ordinarily, it's probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. Fielded in the end zone.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, we'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. This will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Drew Brees with a kneel down, and that ought to do it. So this one a victory here for New Orleans. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
That's a lot of it. 4 coops, 4 seasons, drop the top of it. Bust down, but my wrist, time to talk a lot of. I got both my girls head to toe designer. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. I can't hear the hate, got a lot of it. Take these bands to the bank, let them rot in it. So much ice on me, I wish I had 2 necks. I got homies that can sleep without 2. I got homies that can sleep without Gucci and Chanel, I got a lot of it. Walk up in the spot like, hey, what poppin' in? Gon' pop it for me cause I'm rich and poppin' in. Yeah, drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit.
Someone put me out cause I'm on fire. I can't give a about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave. Damn, Kane, you done killed Abel. Unbalanced land, trying to keep the people stable. The way I feel, I might it all up. The way you feel, you might do it for the bug. All black, born to be a rebel. After this, I might go and water down the devil. Listen to everything around me, I can't see. Picked a dozen roses and left them in Galilee rolling thunder. Don't hear my cry, don't let alibis pass you. I finally starting to realize, never give up and coincide. Can't watch TV, it's all a lot. Tired of trying, go ahead and fly. Everybody want a straight answer, but media keep us blind. A good heart is not hard to find. Why the people try to define infrastructure right? I don't got time, infrastructure right? I don't got time. I could it's all to we're talking about your butt to protecting the sons and daughters from political manslaughter. Someone put me out cause I'm on fire. I can't give a about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave. Never play by the rules, guess I'm paying my dues. They gon' try to intrude, poison the multitude. They be quick to accuse, when you got different views. Just know you gon' pay the price, based off the item you choose. Many ties in the culture, hit you with them K-Ultra. I knew you was a vulture, Holy Ghost get the ushers. No, I can't trust you. Shock you, then now you fluster. Crashing down, I was cluttered. Doing this so subtle, falling out through the rubble. Remember this a jungle, the top always gonna get something. The middle gotta stay hunting. Why the rush left for nothing? 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 Agitated illusion, only built for confusion. The institution, modern day execution. Think I know the solution. Maybe not should I do it? Just put it in the music. Just put it in the music. Someone put me out cause I'm on fire. I can't give a about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave. You'll burn out if you jump into the fire. Can you feel it rushing through your veins? Though you may get out that you desire. No city was that never be the same. You burn out if you jump into the fire. Can you feel it rushing through your veins? Though you may get out that you desire. No city was that never be the same.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Taken in the end zone.
Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers. You're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
A 6-yard.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
2nd and 4.
Now a give. This is Murray. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 6.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. Flush to his right. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. It's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses passes over out of bounds. That's one heck of a third down conversion, a pickup of 39.
17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Murray. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. From 17 yards out. And the Saints take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. And they do exactly what they wanted to. Opening drive, they get into the end zone. They do it on the ground.
And not only is the person lugging the ball happy, of course, because he got it into the end zone. How about the offensive linemen and receivers who are blocking for him? They have to feel great about themselves. Sticking it in the end zone on a running play.
Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10
at their own 24. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. The LSU man, Leonard Fournette, born right here in New Orleans. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 36 yards on the play. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. This is Fournette. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 13 on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. They'll try and run forward with Fournette, and he's able to pick up the 1st down before he's tackled right at the 10. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Pickup on the play. And the Buccaneer first.
Fournette, a 1st down carry. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Now the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
At the 21-yard line.
Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it first and 10 now out past the 20. Again, this is Camaro. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play.
With the score, Saints 7, Buccaneers nothing.
Second down and 3. A handoff. It's Murray. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. He'll have a first down past the 40 as they finally wrangle him in at the 48. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
First and 10 at the...
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Gain on the play brings up 2nd and 10.
On 2nd down, here's Breeze. It's caught by Sanders. Touchdown, New Orleans. Emmanuel Sanders, 52 yards. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn. Now look at this. Big game. This gives us a chance, Charlie. To go back to your playoff predictions, we covered the AFC. What do you see happening in the NFC?
All right, let's go with the division winners. Dallas in the East, Green Bay in the North. Let's see, New Orleans in the South, and out West, San Francisco. Wild cards, I think 2 are come from out West. Arizona and Seattle. And the 3rd wild card, I think it's going to come from the South, and Tampa Bay gets in. Now, I don't believe Tampa Bay's going to the Super Bowl. I think New Orleans and Seattle will slug it out for the Super Bowl champs, and I'm going with New Orleans to find their way in.
Okay, so you got the veteran Breeze against Lamar Jackson in the Super Bowl, and who ultimately do you have winning that one, CD?
Oh, yeah, the old head and the kid, right? I'm going with the kid in this one. In a Super Bowl classic, Baltimore wins the championship.
All right, just so I go on record, I mentioned I'll take the Chiefs, and I'm going to take them over the Packers. So I think we'll have another young and old QB mix. Packers
A little bit of a surprise getting in there. I'll take Mahomes with a repeat title.
I love it. A rematch of Super Bowl I, which was called the NFL-AFL Championship game. Actually, the World Championship game when they played it back in 1967.
That last catch winds up costing him 3, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd and 13. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield. I think it's intercepted.
Number 28.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
And a nice run. They're going to take this close to the first down marker at the Bucks 25. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And Ndamukong Suh makes the tackle.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
That was 2nd down run for Murray. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Brees going to throw. That'll be complete to Cook. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 4th down, off goes Drew Brees, and on comes the Saints kicker Will Lutz for the field goal attempt. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And Lutz puts this one through. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, then no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. On 3rd down, Fournette, and he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now they'll throw with Brady. Eluding the pressure right. Looking downfield for Godwin. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down the 47-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. So after the INT, it's Breeze. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That one goes for 24 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. That's going to be caught. That's so close. He gets it to the one. Out of bounds right there. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Here's first and goal, and gosh, points here. A chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. They'll try to run it in with Murray. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Latavius Murray, as the first half is winding down, and the Saints add on to their lead. Lots of look to add the extra point. And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Saints 24, Buccaneers nothing.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded near the back of the end zone.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3 and out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
The final shot before half for Brady. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. And all the way down to the 26. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 55 yards. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Brady gives this one off to Jones.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
2nd and 8 coming up.
At the 24-yard line.
Brady going to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line.
Good job.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Latavius Murray. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Bounds right there. A big chunk of yardage there. 37 yards.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
They'll run it with Kamara. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas there to make the grab. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points.
Makes the score.
What's good on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead.
For New Orleans.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers, they probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Glad to be in the great city of New Orleans, rolling along here in the third quarter. 2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Brady. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to crowd him down near the other. Yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at the 11.
Now 1st and 10 at the 11.
On 1st down, Murray. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Here's 2nd and 2 now from the 3.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line.
He's taken down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Now it's the backup Winston. And a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Well, maybe a small measure of revenge for this defense because they've been thoroughly dominated so far, but a pretty bright spot there with that pick 6.
Seemingly coming up for air after being dominated as you described. They get a nice play there. Probably not going to change the balance of this game, but they have to feel a little bit better about themselves after that one.
And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
CD, let's take a moment here and get your thoughts just on Week 1 in general. Certainly no shortage of storylines, but I'm curious, after 1 week, which teams really caught your eye?
Well, teams with continuity certainly did. Kansas City, the defending.
And the Saints pressure gets it. One down for a sack. Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. The throw on 2nd down by Brady is incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the linebacker, Demario Davis. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he'd won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. It doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career. But when you're talking about 1 game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer the last to do it in 2001 to throw 7 picks. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Back now here live in New Orleans. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. First play of the drive there is incomplete. He was trying to get it to his running back, Alvin Kamara, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
On 3rd down, Winston. Being chased out left. He may try and run for this. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
4th down.
Now Winston on 4th down. And this is going to be incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
Brings up 2nd and
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Shotgun now for Brady. This is complete to Scott Miller. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
First down, Tampa Bay.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. From the gun, it's Brady. And Evans calls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Bucs are able to cut into that deficit. And with the rules as touchy as they can be, it's so hard to complete a diving catch in the end zone. But he just did it pretty well.
How about him getting his body, his hands, everything underneath and around the football without it hitting the ground and causing some doubt in the minds of the people who have to look at this and possibly review it. What a tremendous effort and a great catch.
Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down.
10 at the 31-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Winston. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Now Jameis on 2nd down. Looking here for Smith downfield. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They set themselves behind the chains, trying to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
So after the INT, it's Brady. He goes full extension, and he's got it. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards.
18 on the play.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Brady. He'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, Brady. And this will be incomplete. physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
He was covered by
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Brady. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Mike Evans. Incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
And 10 yards.
Again, they'll throw with Brady. Flushed out right. Open man has got one. It's complete. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
On 3rd and long, it's Brady. He's going to let it fly. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
The Saints take
so good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Following the interception, Winston. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Flush to his right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. JPP cruising in for the sack that time.
Made back at the 48-yard line.
They're looking to throw this. Winston. He'll let this thing go for Sanders. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Winston. Open man is Michael Thomas. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
10 at the 27-yard line.
A 1st down throw for Winston. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Mike Edwards picks it off. They're easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. Boy, people are really happy.
And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. The Saints say they have it, and they do. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got plenty to catch.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And they finally put an end to this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 32nd.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 37.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. One final try now for Brady. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is going to be caught. So that's the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that's caught for the additional 2 points. It'll only matter to the final scoreline, and that is the final act of this game. Well, at least at the very end, there's something to take away. They lost the game, but got in the end zone, got a 2-point conversion as well. I don't know, though. In the end, you still lost the football game.
You still lost the game, but maybe they were just capitalizing on the...
Someone put me out 'cause I'm on fire. I can't give up about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave.
Damn, Kane, you done killed Abel. Unbalanced land, trying to keep the people stable. The way I feel, I might it all up. The way you feel, you might do it for the bug. All black, born to be a rebel. After this, I might go and water down the devil. Listen to everything around me, I can't see. Picked a dozen roses and left them in Galilee rolling thunder. Don't hear my cry, don't let alibis pass you. I finally starting to realize, never give up and coincide. I can't watch TV, it's all a lot. Tired of trying, go ahead and fly. Everybody want a straight answer, but media keep us blind. A good heart is not hard to find. Why the people try to define infrastructure right? I don't got time, infrastructure right? I don't got time. I could it's all to we're talking about you brought to protecting the sons and daughters from political and slaughter.
Someone put me out cause I'm on fire. I can't give up about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave.
Never play by the rules, guess I'm paying my dues. They gon' try to intrude, poison the multitude. They be quick to accuse, when you got different views. Just know you gon' pay the price, based off the item you choose. Many times in the culture, hit you with MK Ultra. I knew you was a vulture, Holy Ghost get the ushers. No, I can't trust you. Shock you, then now you fluster. Crashing down, I was cluttered. Doing this so subtle, fumbling out through the rubble. Remember this and jump at the top, always gonna get something. In the middle, gotta stay hunting. Why the rush left for nothing? 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 Agitated illusion, only built for confusion. The institution, modern day execution. Think I know the solution, maybe not should I do it? Just put it in the music, just put it in the music.
Someone put me out cause I'm on fire. I can't give up about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave. You'll burn out if you jump into the fire. Can you feel it rushing through your veins? Though you make it all that you desire. Though season wins that never be the same. You burn out if you jump into the fire. Can you feel it rushing through your veins? Though you make it all that you desire.
We did a lot for the wins. Came in a drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. I had to tighten the plan. Yeah. I got it right in the end. Now we on top once again. I don't want it if it ain't love. If it ain't, get it away from me. Who you gon' jack if it ain't us? LABB to the bakery. Some mad that I came up. I know my granny gon' pray for me. It was just us in the vacancy. We had to get it from A to B. Wheels never felt like this. 2 seats in the hills, how I feel righteous. Blue sheets for the mills, but the deal priceless. New keys can't care what's still private. I might just double it up. Did it? Never enough, I'm with it. 5-2-3 on the business. Whole team got wins and the wheels still spinning. I told them what I told them. We did a lot for the wins. Came in a drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. Hey, I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on top. Got a spot and it's locked to the click all in. I got ops, if he drop, I just hit my dance. I was pop, they just watched, had to take my wins. They wouldn't let me in. I've been on 10 cents. Who really holding it down? I've been holding it down and I go it again and again. Who was the dummy that died? I'm the coldest around, but he falling again and again. I'm in the what? I'm in the day. I'm doing 30 on 30 and up. You in the what? You in the way. Either you rolling or rolling the dust. You with us or what? Keep it running. We did a lot for the wins. Came in a drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on top once again. We did a lot for the wins. Came in a drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. Hey, I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on 10.
Yeah, I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. I turn the knob, can't resist, I'm incredible. Yeah, came for the dollars, call it vegetable. Then I did the dash, can I catch me, bro? Ooh, then I did the dash, can I catch me, whoa? Your whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission. Running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog. Turn the whole field to a schoolyard. Bunch of students ain't eating round here. I'm the GOAT, little man, and I made it loud and clear. Put the gas on them like I'm with the Cavalier. Show no love, got the confidence, no fear. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Okay. Then I hit that. Then I hit that. Then I hit that. Then I hit that. Stars born, I've been ready for this. Since like 9-5, I've been eager for this. Talent on the rise, I'm consistent with this. Trophy is the prize, ain't no gimmicks with this. Okay, now what's left on them? Told you I'ma flex on them. I did it all subtle, ooh, and then I hit that exit on them. Gotta blame my faith, cause these odds ain't got nothing on them. I secured the safe for the cradle, I ain't dropping nothing, ooh. Only winning is exception, ain't no truce. Ain't no dub, ain't no L on my crew, ooh. Only winning is exception on my crew, yeah. Ain't no dub, ain't no L. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with the San Francisco 49ers.
Fielded in the end zone.
And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Six yards left on 2nd down. Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. And now look at him go. The 20, 10, touchdown, 49ers. Raheem Mostert, 59 yards. And the Niners have taken the early lead.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will make it into the end zone.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They begin the drive with a run by Murray. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Murray, the ball carrier.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Looking for Sanders here on the deep, and that's caught inside the 35. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Emmanuel Sanders, 71 yards. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
His kick is
Looks for the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded near the back of the end zone.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 20.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They hand it off to Mostert. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
Brought down by Zach Orr. It's a gain of 6, and it's 3rd down.
Garoppolo looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
First down, San Francisco.
That's just what you call a chain mover right there. Nothing fancy. Get the ball out to the back, and you're asking him to make a little bit extra out of maybe what is nothing, and he does exactly that, picks up the first down. I can't wait till we get to the point, partner, where we're not saying chain mover, but we're saying laser pointer, picks it up for the first down.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Gain of 9.
Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and are controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
On first and 10, it's Mostert. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
The ball carrier.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
On second down and 4, Garoppolo. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
All runs on this drive so far. It's first and 10. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5.
23-yard line. It's a game.
These two teams all tied after 1. Working with second and 5 now. On the ground, it's a handoff to Coleman. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16.
Ball carrier.
3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. On first down, they go with Mostert again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 18-yard line.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. On the handoff, this is Mostert. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming. So they need 6 yards here on 3rd down. They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down tries so far on this drive. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Robbie Gould on for the field goal. A 26-yard attempt.
And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
It sounds like you're going negative on it.
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3 is just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
It's 2nd and 8.
Second down and 8. From the gun, it's Breeze. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Now a give. This is Murray. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
It's 2nd and inches.
As the Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And he'll go down at the 28. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coaches. 2-minute drill.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
On the tackle.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Down at the 20-yard line.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels. Nice play there to force the incompletion, and to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
Their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, trying to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
1-yard gain.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
2nd and 9. Garoppolo completes it to Coleman. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. From the gun, a run with Mostert. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
In my humble estimation, terrific work there defensively. Running backs trying to get wide, get to the sideline, and they beat him to the spot, forced him out of bounds, pretty close to the line of scrimmage.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Well, this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. That's caught by his running back, Raheem Mostert. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
49er first down.
And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. He hit his first, this one from 38. And Gold is able to put it through. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. Now the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team. And they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Breeze. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
The throwaway. Brings up 3rd down and 10.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. This time they stay on the ground. Midfield down to the 45. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. This taken in about 4 yards deep. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
48-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. He gets it complete to Harris. Past the 20. And they're going to be centered down around the 15-yard line. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
And he takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level. Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
3rd and 2.
Breeze looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He is going to find Hill here. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And once again, the Saints are back out in front. And his kick is good.
Makes the score Saints 17.
After the touchdown, wants to kick it off. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5.
A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. Play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And able to haul it in is Kittle. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
1st down, 49.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Garoppolo.
That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down.
First down, San Francisco.
Garoppolo on first down. This is Coleman with the ground. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
They run out of the shotgun with Mostert.
And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 16 yards, a first down. He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, the ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive teammates. The worst seats, the 11 guys trying to tackle him on defense.
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
15-yard line.
On second down, Mostert.
And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
The 49er ball carrier. He's brought down at the 15. It's a gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Niners on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. This is caught. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. George Kittle from Jimmy Garoppolo. And the 49ers have retaken the lead.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
And they'll watch this one fall in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown. Their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter, and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A give. This is Kamara. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Breeze here finding Kamara. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 47. A handoff. It's Murray. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
2-yard line.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. With the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
On the tackle.
Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness, off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
And they they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Brings up 3rd down and 11.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now Breeze. Crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Brought down.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
16 yards.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the 1st down run. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. Here's Mostert. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
So the victory here for San Francisco, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets pretty